Hey there, my fabulous Bosties. This video is your #1 winning formula to mastering the unsung heroes of the textile world, the industrial sewing machine needle.
These tiny tools may look simple, but they are the X factor behind every flawless stitch, every durable seam, and every jaw-dropping design. Did you know? The first sewing needles were made from bone and ivory. Talk about ancient innovation. If only the technology of today was this simple. The eye of the needle has been around for over 25,000 years. Yep, your sewing machine's needle has some serious ancestral cred. Why should you care? Because the right needle can make or break your operations. Use the wrong one, and you will face thread breaks, fabric damage, and major headaches. But when you match the perfect needle to your project, magic happens. Today, we're breaking down the basics of needles, from sizing systems to needle anatomy. And hey, this is just the tip of the needle. Stick around, because we have so much more to share in future videos.
Quick shout out to the needle brands we love.
Grossbeckert and Schmetz from Germany. TNC, Triumph Needle Corp from Taiwan. A fan favorite for its unbeatable value and quality. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro and itching for more info about stitching. Let's get started.
The size of the needle depends on the thickness of your fabric.
The needle diameter is measured in hundreds of a millimeter. Example, size 90 is equal to 0.9 millimeters thick. When operating with light fabrics such as silk and chiffon, use size 60 to 80. Cotton, linen, or polyester are regarded as medium fabrics and will require size 80 to 90. Always use size 100 to 120 for heavier fabrics such as denim and canvas. Leather and vinyl or PVC will require size 130 and above. For denim, size 110 is a go-to, using a sharp point for clean stitches.
Every industrial needle has these 8 key parts.
The butt is the very top of the needle, which has a beveled edge for easier insertion into the needle bar. The shank is the top section that gets clamped into the machine. It must match your machine system. This is very important because, if the shank is wrong, the needle won't fit, or worse, it will cause timing issues. In our next video we will go into more detail about the different shank types, so that you can understand that you are using the correct shank for your particular machine. The shoulder is the tapered area where the shank meets the blade. The long body that penetrates the fabric is called the blade. The thickness of the blade varies by size. The thread is then smoothly guided to the eye by the long groove. The scarf is an indentation that helps the bobbin hook catch the thread. And what's obvious to the human eye, the hole for the thread is called the eye. The size of the eye must match the thread thickness. When using thin threads such as M120 thread, insert a size 70 to 90 needle. Medium threads of M80, which are typically used in apparel, require the standard eye, using size 80 to 100. Thicker threads of M36 will require a size 100 plus with a larger eye. Tip: when operating with metallic embroidery colored threads, use the EM series to reduce fraying. The sharp tip of the needle is the point. The shape of this point varies according to the fabric that you are operating. The various shapes of the point of the needle are sharp point, ball point, and wedge point. Sharp points are used for woven fabrics and cuts clean holes. Ball points are used for knit fabrics like jersey or spandex as it slides easier between the fibers. Wedge points are used for leather and have triangular tips to pierce, without tearing. There are also spear point needles for leather operations, and much more. Due to the specific properties of working with leather and technical textiles, using the proper sewing machine needle is fundamental to achieving optimum results. This is why we require a whole video on this topic. Stay tuned for another future video, just about leather needles. It's a complicated topic due to having different longitudinal and cross structures, so seam appearance will vary depending on your sewing direction. Then lastly, we have universal points, which are a mix of sharp and ball point, and great for general use. Warning: using the incorrect sharp needle on knits will cause laddering, so always match the point to your fabric.
Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips to keep in mind.
Match the needle to your fabric. The correct needle will make all the difference to your result. Technicians, listen up. If an operator reports thread breaks or fabric damage, always check the needle first. Listen for unusual noises such as a clicking sound, which often means a bent needle. Remember to check needles often, as a dull or bent needle could ruin your project. Operators, if you see skipped stitches, stop immediately as a misaligned needle can damage the hook system of your machine. And lastly, always test your needle and thread combination before starting a new operation, as this little step could potentially save you a lot of frustration. Now you know how needle parts, sizes, and points affect your stitching. In our next video, we will be covering which needle fits into specific machines. More importantly, we will decode the needle codes. Subscribe so that you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and remember, every expert was once a beginner. Bye for now.